Okay, so now we're going to move into the second new character of this new update in Brotato, the Vagabond. So it has -5 armor to start, reduced harvesting, and reduced luck. So I didn't really focus too much on either of those stats in this playthrough, but I did try to fix my armor a bit. So this character kind of caters to how everyone, I think, wants to play Brotato instead of these set builds where it's I need 6 SMGs, 6 sticks, or whatever. It's you can only carry one type of each weapon, so you can only have one cactus club, you can only have one claw, you can only have one wrench. You can still upgrade them, but you can't hold more than one of a weapon. So it caters to how everyone kind of plays Brotato for the first time, and it really opens up a lot of options for different types of builds, which is interesting. I think a lot of the new characters, or I think all of the new characters they've implemented into the game, really allow for new playstyles that haven't really been done before. But the interesting thing about this character is that, excuse me, depending on, or not depending, but, well, yeah, depending. So you're not trying to get 6 of the same weapon class. So you don't want 6 unarmed, or you don't want 6 blade. You want different types of weapon classes, because no matter what weapon you have, you will get the stats for that weapon class. So the goal for this character would really to be getting 6 different weapons, all with 1 or 2 weapon classes, ideally 2, so you're getting double, like 2 different types of stats, and all different weapon classes. That way you're able to do like a ranged melee build, but also you don't need to focus as much on stats because you're getting such a good boost to almost everything through your weapons. So certain classes will build armor, certain classes will give you dodge. Like I really like Ethereal for this because it gives you 30% dodge. You only need one of them. Yes, there's an armor reduction, but you can get, I think Medieval gives you armor, and it also gives you dodge. So only a few classes will give you negative. I think one of them, like Heavy, gives you negative speed. So there isn't a ton of negative stats in terms of weapon classes, but they all have positive stats. So say you wanted to do an elemental engineering build, even though there's already a character in this update that kind of caters to that, you could do that because some weapon classes will give you elemental, some will give you engineering, and then you can get damage, attack speed from other weapon classes with that too. An explosion size if you wanted to get a screwdriver. It's really interesting, the different types of builds you can make with this character, and I really like it because it kind of gets repetitive. Every character will have a specific weapon that works best for them and a specific build, but this one you can kind of grab 6 weapons, get the stats from them, and go from there. So right now I'm not focusing much on range damage. The only thing that's ranged for me is my cactus club when it shoots out its projectiles after the initial swing, but most of the damage is coming from the initial swing anyways. I didn't think I needed that much range damage. So I'm kind of focused on a melee build here. Excuse me again. I played a couple times beforehand just to see what it was like. I think this was my 3rd run, and I do want to play it as a mixed build where it's ranged and melee, but for this one I just kind of focused on the melee and getting all the different classes for melee. So right now we have the wrench that I believe gives engineering. We have the cactus club, which is a primitive, and I forget what the other one is, but it gives you, I think it gives you health and damage, its class. And then the jousting stick is medieval, so that gives you armor. The scissors is support and precise, so you get, I think you get, or it might be medical, you get HP, you get HP regen. And precise gives you damage or crit rate. I forget. I don't know all the specifics of every weapon class. I was thinking about getting a gun just for the range, because obviously range would be nice. But I think the jousting stick kind of saved me here with the cactus club to give me enough extra clear. But yeah, thought about the medical gun here just for the extra healing. Didn't get it, so I'm just looking for one more melee weapon that would give me a new class. That's why I didn't take the hatchet, because I already have a primitive weapon. Wasn't really going for a support or elemental build or engineering build, even though I have the wrench. I would pivot out of it at this point. It's mostly there just because it was the only weapon available. And I don't have many turrets aside from the one from the wrench, so it's kind of pointless to have for now. I think I do pivot out of it eventually. But yeah, I think this new update was really good for introducing the 4 new characters, at least that were introduced, are very unique, and I don't think there's anything that can really compare. The baby obviously looks like, I think it's called the multitasker, that allows you to hold 12 weapons, but without the negative effects of carrying that many weapons, it opens up a lot more opportunity for you to do something similar to this and have 4 different full sets of weapons. So you could have 6 guns, 6 melee, or like 6 unhanded, and 6 like just whatever else support. So it's similar to where you can get the 6 different weapon class stat bonuses, but obviously it's not the same as this build where you only can carry 6 weapons and you just get them automatically. In that one you'd have to search, but I just appreciate that the characters are very unique and they all have different playstyles, and they have a lot of replayability factor just for different types of runs. Like you could do an all unhanded or an all hand run. Oh, sorry, I'm thinking about the baby now, where you could have 24 hands and just do a full like pacifist mode. But no, it's really interesting. I'm definitely gonna keep playing with it. This run wasn't perfect on my end. I think I lacked a lot of damage towards the end. I was just kind of focusing on survivability and looking for weapons, so I think rolling the shop for weapons kind of messed up my chances of gaining damage. But because you get so much extra stats, because of the 6 to 12, might I add, different class bonuses, you have a very good early game, and that can snowball into a far better late game if you're smart. So here we pick up the ghost flint, so we get the ethereal bonus, so the minus dodge but 30% minus armor but 30% dodge, and it'll build attack speed, which is really nice. I forgot what I was saying before, but yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say. I might cut it here, do what I did in my last video, speed it up, come back towards the end. But it does also make pivoting, oh yeah, I was talking about stats, it does make pivoting to different weapons a lot easier. Like sometimes you'll have 4 or 5 different level 4 SMGs, say, but then you find a chain gun or a potato thrower or something that you would like to pivot to but aren't sure if it's a good idea or not. Especially if it's a different weapon class. Like if you have a weapon class that gives you a lot of HP and you're relying on that, that like sticks, say, like you don't want to lose your sticks to pivot to a different weapon to lose the HP. So this character makes it easier for you to pivot and try out different weapons, especially in the late game. A lot of the cool weapons come late game, and you never really get to play with them because you're already set up for your specific build. But this character does allow you to play around with so much. And right, I was saying it snowballs you. So yes, you have less luck and less harvesting, but it doesn't really matter at the end, right? There's classes that give you a lot of harvesting, there's classes that give you luck, but I don't think you need them. Like a lot of people preach those things, and I agree, they are very helpful. I'd say luck, harvesting more than luck, depending on the build, just for the extra money. But I didn't get any harvesting, I don't think, in this run, and it was a struggle. mainly with the elites. Not so much the normal waves, but with the elites. But it wasn't too bad at the end of the day. Like, I never felt super unsafe, except for maybe wave 20. But I think I was being a bit greedy trying to kill the elites. I had enough damage to kill them. It was just more... I was running into them. They were running away from me. I was trying to run into them, and I was getting hit a lot. That just didn't need to be. So, like, I could have just dodged around and survived the entire time. But I like to go for the kill. So, once again, the stats. Try to get 6 different weapons with multiple weapon tags for the stats and try to make them all different. Very strong character. Very easy to snowball if you purchase the right stats to go along with the weapon. So here we get, yeah, I pivoted out of the wrench I think I got rid of for the rocket launcher, and this is where I wanted to increase my range damage. I don't think I ever ended up doing that. But you'll see. Like, didn't really have any issues. I had 2 horde waves, so that was nice for income. But yeah, didn't really struggle too much throughout this run, just with the elites. But yeah, I'll cut it here, and I will be back towards the end of the video to discuss more about the run and say my goodbyes. See you soon.
Get off your seat, clap your hands to the beat, grab your champagne glass tonight. We toast to freedom in the Caribbean, yeah, in the Caribbean, yeah. Dan, smoke, 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 fire it up, let our lanterns paint the night sky red. Paint the night sky red, yeah, yeah. We'll drink honey by the ocean, it's our favorite potion. Come on baby, let me tell you one time that our days will never end, yeah. No, our days will never end, yeah. No, come on baby, let me tell you one time that our fire got a love it till you never break apart. We're moving away to the sea, moving away, can't you see? There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. There won't be one more time, so we gonna do this tonight. Can you hear, can you hear, can you hear my voice? Coming through, coming through, coming through the noise. I'm floating through outer space. I'm lost and I can't find a way. Oh, all the lights going dark and my hopes destroyed. Help me, is anybody there? Save me, I'm running out of air. Calling out Mayday. Calling out Mayday. It's so dark out here in space. And it's been so long since I've seen a face. My eyes are shut but I can see.
Okay, wave 19 is coming to a close here, and you'll see that I'm starting to struggle a bit. I obviously didn't make the strongest build possible for this character. It was one of my first times playing it, so I didn't think about it too much. I was just going with what I could get. Shouldn't have bought that lure there, I just realized. So going into wave 20, I have good all-around stats. My luck is low, my harvesting low. Doesn't matter for wave 20, but the overall run. These 3 items would have been so nice to have, I just didn't have the money for it. But every other stat you can see, because of our weapons, is pretty boosted. I don't know if I focused on anything other than fixing my armor. Didn't get enough range damage, but that's fine. So this wave 20, I had the damage. It was definitely low, but I had the damage to kill them eventually. But I think I only get 1 kill here, and I don't think I was ever in danger for losing this run. I had so much health and defensive stats and regeneration that I just don't think I was ever in danger. I put myself in danger a lot chasing the kills. But yeah, overall, I really enjoy the character. I really enjoy the replayability factor of it. I like the idea of playing it with like GMO, with like the baby character. You unlock the jelly with this character by winning with him. So you get 1 HP, additional HP for each different weapon you have. So if you got the baby and you played this character with the GMO mod, get 24 weapons, you get 24 extra HP, which is nice, but then you also get potentially 24 different weapon class stats, which to me is super awesome. There's just so much you can do with this character, and I think all of the characters in this game, in this new update, really offer a lot in terms of replayability and just something different. I don't know, I feel like a lot of the characters you play once, you never play again, just because they're kind of not fun. They're challenging, but it's not like a fun challenge, or I don't know. I'm struggling with the streamer right now, but overall, really enjoying this new update, really enjoying the new characters. 2 more to play with. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.